Setagaya, the killer who stayed. Tokyo, December 30th, 2000. The new year was only one day away. In Setagaya, the Miyazawa family returned from an ordinary shopping trip. Mikio worked in corporate design and loved animation and theatrical performance. Yasuko operated a small private learning school inside their home. Eight-year-old Nina enjoyed piano music and attending ballet lessons. 6-year-old Rei attended a public kindergarten in the Setagaya neighborhood. That evening, the family shared dinner and watched television together. Outside, Soshigaya Park becomes silent and almost completely deserted. Because of the park expansion, only 4 houses remained in the area. At around 11 that night, a figure appeared beyond the darkened park. No camera recorded his face or the exact path that he followed. Investigators believe the upstairs bathroom window may have been his entrance. Nobody knows where he came from or how long he watched the house. Inside, the lights remained on and the television continued playing. The quiet inside the family home was suddenly broken. What happened next could only be reconstructed from the evidence left behind. All 4 family members were killed, inside the place they called home. Most disturbingly, the intruder did not immediately flee from the house. He remained inside, allowing the minutes and hours to pass around him. Those unexplained hours transformed the crime into an especially haunting mystery. On December 31st, relatives were unable to contact the family. The doorbell was pressed repeatedly, but nobody responded from inside. The door opened into a house that was unnaturally and completely silent. Within minutes, police officers and emergency personnel were called to the residence. The area was sealed while the rest of Tokyo prepared for celebration. Inside, investigators realized this was not an ordinary home invasion. Several drawers had been opened and papers had been searched and scattered. Yet, several valuable possessions remained untouched inside the residence. If robbery was the motive, why had so many valuables been left behind? And why had the offender left behind an extraordinary record of himself? Evidence indicated that the intruder used several objects inside the family home. He opened the refrigerator and consumed food belonging to the family. He also used Mikio's computer after the family had been attacked. His behavior suggested little fear of being discovered immediately. The intruder appears to have treated injuries sustained on his own hands. Blood not belonging to the victims allowed police to identify his blood type. The offender's fingerprints and genetic material were also recovered from the scene. Police possessed biological clues, yet still had no name to attach to them. No available database match led investigators to an identifiable suspect. A man who left DNA, fingerprints, and clothing still vanished without a trace. At the scene, police found a black AirTag jacket left behind. A grey knitted crusher hat with black trim also belonged to the intruder. He left a multicolored checked scarf whose sales origin remains uncertain. The bag's belt length suggested that the offender had a relatively slim waist. The bag's belt length suggested that the offender had a relatively slim waist. Schlesinger shoes left footprints corresponding to approximately 27.5 centimeters. That shoe model was manufactured in South Korea and was uncommon in Japan. 2 black handkerchiefs were found, folded and altered in unusual ways. Police believe one handkerchief may have been used to conceal his face. Each abandoned object seemed to bring police closer, but never close enough. The most distinctive clue was a light gray and pale purple raglan shirt. Only 130 shirts of that type were sold throughout Japan. Only 10 were sold through 4 stores located within the Tokyo area. Police identified one owner, while the remaining 9 shirts stayed unaccounted for. Receipts and retail records from the year 2000 were far from complete. A customer could have paid in cash without leaving any identifying name. The shirt was exceptionally rare, yet its owner could not be identified. Police continue asking anyone connected to the shirt to provide information. Owning a similar shirt does not make someone a suspect in the case. Finding the remaining 9 could narrow the path leading toward the offender. Based on his clothing, Police believe the offender was relatively young. His estimated height at the time was approximately 170 centimeters. The hip bag measurement suggested that he had a relatively slender build. Other evidence led investigators to believe that he was probably right-handed. The offender's blood recovered at the scene was identified as type A. He likely suffered injuries to his hands during the night of the crime. Police searched for people treated for unusual injuries after that night. Those injuries have long healed, and his physical appearance may have changed. Today, DNA and fingerprints remain the clues that cannot simply disappear. Police built a physical profile, but the most important detail remained missing: identity. The investigation became one of the largest criminal inquiries in modern Japan. Thousands of public tips were examined across years of continuous investigation. Former residents near the park were questioned about that winter night. Police searched for anyone who moved suddenly or disappeared after the crime. Clothing. Stores and distributors were examined across multiple Japanese prefectures. The uncommon shoes expanded inquiries toward people with connections to South Korea. An object's origin cannot establish the nationality of the person who used it. Theories involving foreigners, locals, or acquaintances remain unproven speculation. Without a clear motive, investigators could not effectively narrow the suspect pool. The more evidence accumulated, the central question became increasingly difficult to answer. Did he know the family or choose the house because it was isolated? Did he enter through the window, or was he allowed through a door? Why did he carry personal items only to abandon them at the scene? Was he panic careless or deliberately creating misleading evidence? Why use the computer when every extra minute increased the chance of capture? Did he know nobody would arrive, or did he simply not care? His departure time and escape direction have never been conclusively established. He may have walked, boarded a train, or entered a waiting vehicle. There is no confession, direct eyewitness, or confirmed explanation for the motive. The case contains thousands of small answers, but lacks the one that matters. Many original investigators have retired, but the case has never been closed. DNA, fingerprints, and physical evidence remain preserved for future forensic technology. Every forensic advance may create another opportunity to revisit the evidence. Tokyo police continued publicly requesting information from anyone who remembers. A reward of up to 20 million yen remains available for valuable information. Someone who remembers the shirt, shoes, or a stranger may hold the final clue. That witness may not realize how important their forgotten memory could be. For the relatives, this is not a mystery, but decades spent waiting for justice. The killer left Setagaya, but his physical traces remain in police custody. Until a name emerges, that house still holds the final night of 2000.